What is good, guys? It's your boy Darian Gaming back at it again with another review. Well, my first review of 2024. And if you have not, check out the live stream yesterday. Your boy was out here doing new music, tier list for all the music fan lovers wanting to know my thoughts on what I like and dislike, basically a little bit on my artists and stuff like that. But also, I mean, just check it out because the 21 Savage album reaction was pretty gnarly, even though I didn't get to quite finish it, you know. But, well, I did finish it, but I didn't finish it. Just go check it out. It was pretty awesome. Also, the singles were fucking dope. But enough of that. Let's get to this review. Kid Cudi, INSANO, whatever you want to call it, featuring the guest host, surprisingly, DJ Drama here, man. DJ Drama was all over this album. And the last time an album was done with DJ Drama, believe it or not, was the latest Dreamville project, or the Tyler the Creator one. Obviously, you remember that one, of course. And you know, everyone's been on this little DJ Drama stuff, and I guess Kid Cudi wanted to insert himself into that shit, you know? And he thought, why not? Does that make it a good album? Shit, we're about to find out, because you see the best and the worst tracks, and there are a lot of both. A lot of mixtures of it for me. So the first track with DJ Drama was cool, whatever. Then the second track, I forgot what the second track was. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It might have, I don't think, be honest with you, I forgot what the second track even was. It might have been the one, Get Off Me with Travis Scott. And either way, if it wasn't or if it was, my bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. But either way, Get Off Me with Travis Scott. It really wasn't that good. Because here's the thing. Let's just go straight to my worst tracks, right? The reason why most of these worst tracks were the worst tracks for me was the start of the album, the whole intro part of the album, literally felt like it was just sorry-ass production, you know, production that just didn't mean shit to Cudi, or the production was just alright, but Cudi just didn't give a fuck, and it clearly sounded he didn't give a fuck with, the, you know, the first track with Travis Scott, Get Off Me, you know, they just didn't, like, sure, they had their little back-and-forth banter towards the end of the track, but it really didn't feel like a genuine track that wanted us to get hyped for this album, believe it or not. Most Ain't Dennis felt literally like another Kid Cudi ripoff off of his latest album. Not his latest album, but technically his actual latest album, Man on the Moon 3. And then a real cutoff from that shit was Wow featuring A$AP Rocky. Because that motherfucker sounded like fucking The Void Wannabe Part 2 so bad, the way Kid Cudi was singing on that bitch, and the way his flow just automatically went, once he did the wow, he started going back into that, you know, The Void, and then he just stuck with it, and then he made wow kind of like the Void. It was so bad, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't even remember what A$AP Rocky did on that track because I was so stunned with this motherfucker. Kid Cudi just fucking somehow making wow, a horrible chorus hook, whatever, into The Void Part 2, and then just sticking with that flow and just sticking with the Void flow, bro. It was so bad. It was so atrocious. But that's not it, bro. That's not it. Then we have Electro Wave Baby, which is Kid Cudi's like trying, like his back, I think during the Pursuit of Happiness he had a little bit of island vibes, you know, funk and this and there, so he tried to come back with it with Electro Wave Baby, but considering the whole production was a thematic and how bad it was, it stuck there with Electro Wave Baby, and it missed so badly. It was a horrendous track. Tell of a Night, it was alright. You know, didn't really do much for me though, I'm not gonna lie. Then we get a Too Damn High featuring Lil Yachty. A Wanna Be Lil Uzi track. I mean, come on, bro. Like, just at this point, just get Lil Uzi and Lil Yachty, both of them, motherfucker. Lil Yachty did alright, but just get Lil Uzi. You don't have to be Lil Uzi. Just get Lil Uzi. You can get Lil Uzi. I'm pretty sure you can get Lil Uzi. You're Kid Cudi. You got the money. Don't be cheap. You don't have to become Lil Uzi. God, that was so bad. Blue Sky, God, I'm trying to remember. It was really oh yeah, it was basically his Post Malone track. It was awful. It was terrible. It was horrendous. Don't do that. Don't do that. Hit the Streets of My Nikes is the final track, of course. It was alright. It wasn't that good. It was just mediocre at best. Whatever. But let's get to the best tracks. At the Party featuring Pharrell Williams and Travis Scott. This was a single off the album. And believe it or not, I did not like this. Automatically, I was like, alright, this album's going to be shit. But, I'm going to be honest with you. The second leg, the final portion of this album, was actually, believe it or not, really good. And At the Party, considering how much I've gotten tortured, funny, because that's actually another good track off this album. Considering how I got tortured with the first leg and it was so bad, it was so horrendous. At the Party actually sounded good. So I guess I like it. I don't know. Mr. Cooler was also a really good track. Just Kid Cudi flowing, being cool. And, you know, him actually using the production to... him actually having a flow that's not horrendous or trash and not ruining the beat. And also the beat itself not being that bad. The production really just stepped up in the second half in my eyes also as well. Just complete 180. I don't know what it was, but it felt like he actually wanted the production to be a little bit more, like, interesting. He wanted his choruses to be a little bit more interesting. He just tried a little bit more. Freshie, another one, just kind of like Kula, but I think Freshie might have been a tad bit better. Yeah, Tortured. Also a great track. 7 featuring Lil Wayne. Short, sweet, to the point. I think the chorus was nice. I think Lil Wayne's feature was not horrible, and not phoned in my opinion, and it was good. The best track, though, are these next 2, 3. Not the third one that much, but still liked it a lot, though. Funky Wizard Smoke was the best track on the album. All right. I was Kid Cudi in his bag, and considering Kid Cudi, you know, knowing he smokes a little bit here and there, he just killed it. It was like a funky smoke track, and he just flowed so good. The chorus was fire as fuck, and I can definitely go back to that one for sure. Rage Your Boys featuring Young Thug also felt like a vibe. You know, just felt like a vibe, not gonna lie. Young Thug did his thing on that. It felt like prime Thugger, with the fact that he is clearly just not being able to, you know, be explained on what the hell he's saying. And then we got Porsche Topless, which was, I think, another single off the album that I did not like, but it actually became a little bit more catchy and enjoyable as we progressed towards the album. And honestly, I don't know, maybe I've even heard it off an ad or something, because I didn't feel like that was my first time listening to it, nor do I feel like it was my last time listening to it when I heard it again, not gonna lie. But yeah, I liked it. I actually liked it. So weird how the singles off this album, both singles that I genuinely made me go like, alright, this album's gonna be shit, I actually started to enjoy, just because the first leg was horrendous though, but nonetheless, I enjoyed them, and that's good. But overall, what do I give this INSANO project? I'm not gonna lie to you, 21 tracks, a little bit too long. You definitely could have cut off a lot of the first leg of the album. You made a lot of basic garbage tracks that just didn't need to be here. Definitely Get Off Me, the one with A$AP Rocky, the one with Lil Yachty, those 3 definitely could have been cut. Electro Wave Baby definitely could have been cut as well. Hell, even Most Ain't Dennis. Honestly, all of these tracks right here could have been cut from the album, in my opinion, because they were a waste of space, and they were definitely just tracks that you've definitely either made or you've clearly taken from other people, and you're just culture vulturing, and you're just making it way worse. Didn't need to do it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Overall, give it a 5 out of 10, man. Definitely not his worst album, if you know what I made on the tier list, but definitely not his best album, and definitely I feel like something that he needs to just could have thought a little bit better, man. He could have thought a little bit better. But yeah, man, that's my review. Let me know what you guys think of this new Kid Cudi album if you have listened to it. Tell me your best or worst tracks. And yeah, I'm out. English?